This is Vicki, and this is my introductory speech for Communication Studies 101. So, my name is Vicki Allen, and when I was an undergraduate, I studied social science with an emphasis on international relations, a focus on Soviet studies. As a master's student, I attended Cal State Northridge and earned a degree in speech, which at that time was what communication studies was called. Currently, I'm still in school and I'm actually pursuing a doctorate degree in higher education leadership. Some of the things I like to do, one is go to the movies, but unfortunately with COVID-19, that's not even an option. Another thing that I really like to do is spend time with my family, which again, with COVID-19 is not really an option. So, what have I been doing with my time? I've been spending a lot of time reading, writing, and looking and shopping. So one of the things I did is I decided to buy a house. So that has been a really great experience for me. I sold my condo and was able to upgrade to a house. But with all the planning and pre-planning, I still ran into a lot of snags. One of the biggest snags was technology and having to work that out, which has been a little bit of a challenge. So, as your incoming instructor, I will let you know that I will be much more sympathetic to you as students when we look at issues related to technology. If I were to think about one of my most embarrassing moments, I've had many of them, but one of the ones I always share in this class is when I was in sixth grade and I was giving a speech, a demonstration speech on how to wrap a GIF. Mr. Austin, this was happening at the very early part of the day before we actually had our first break, our first recess. And I was very excited to deliver this speech to my classmates. I knew how to wrap GIFs very well, not even showing tape, and I could make both. So I was in sixth grade able to do this. But what ended up happening was there were two students, John Billick and Bill Lopez, that were in the back. And on speech days, you could sit anywhere in the classroom versus alpha order. So these two were sitting with each other, talking very loudly. Mr. Austin was getting frustrated. And as a result, he decided to slam something on the desk. He slammed this thing that was called a Webster's Dictionary. I know that you've never seen it, but it was a lot louder than that. It scared me, and as a result, I peed on myself in front of my class. I had on a dress, and so as you can imagine, you could see it running down my legs, and everyone was laughing. So as a kid that wore glasses, I also had braces at the time. You wouldn't know it because I didn't wear my retainer. My parents let me know I would have to pay for those to get straight all over again. But needless to say, what occurred was the fact that I was incredibly embarrassed. And as a result of that, went from an extrovert to a very introverted young person. I would not raise my hand in class. I would not answer questions unless called upon. And I was very fortunate that going to college totally radically changed that. But those moments of silence from middle school to high school were very valuable times. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about being a public speaking instructor. So anyway, I'm Vicki, your instructor, and I'm doing this for an assignment. So bye.